Hello there, YouTube. Born to be Wild, NE here. And as always, NE stands for Nebraska. Go Big Red Huskers. It is Sunday, the 24th of November, 2019. I lied to y'all a week or so ago. Went out for a ride and I had indicated that would probably be my last ride for a while because of weather. But the forecast today is a high of 62 here in Lincoln. And for people who love to ride and who will miss riding, come some colder temps and maybe icy or snowy road conditions. You gotta get out when you can, right? Feels a little nippier than it did a week or so ago. I guess it wasn't quite a week ago. But so be it. A couple other bikers out. Friday, the 22nd of November, was the anniversary of the 1963 assassination of President Kennedy here in the United States. And I kind of have a special artifact that I am reminded of every November 22nd. When I was a pretty young grade schooler living in central Nebraska, I wrote a happy birthday note to President Kennedy. And I got a response. Now the response wasn't signed by President Kennedy, but it was signed by his personal secretary, Evelyn Lincoln. And I still have the response and the envelope it was mailed back to me in, with the return address of the White House. So that's pretty cool. I was a youngster when he was assassinated, obviously. I think to most Americans who have memory going back that far, they will not forget that experience. What happened, how it happened. The dreariness, at least in the part of Nebraska I lived in at that time, of that, I think it was the following Monday when his funeral procession wound its way through the Capitol. This year is kind of funny because on Friday I was taking my daughter up for her annual transplant checkup at the University of Nebraska Med Center up in Omaha. And of course we talked about the assassination back when I was young. And then the conversation went to Stephen King's novel 11/22/63, which is sort of a cool revisiting of those times, wrapped around some ability to do time travel. And that ability is stumbled upon by some folks, and they try to go back to prior to the assassination and change history. And time itself seems to be fighting their attempts. Pretty good book. Big Stephen King novel. My daughter has read it. I am in the middle of listening to it on Audible. So November 22nd, 1963. And 1 or 2 years prior to that, I'm composing a happy birthday note to the president. And getting a response from the White House. Pretty cool for a little tyke.